Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans, children of all ages, freaks of all nature, this is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware, and we are bringing to you this evening the second game of the two-game series between the 1-0 1905 New York Giants and the 0-1 1911 Philadelphia Athletics. And as usual, I forgot to write something down before I start, so let me do that. Anything to drag it along just a few seconds longer, right? Giants are going to be up first, playing in Philadelphia. Eddie Plank is on the mound starting for the A's. He was 22-8 in 1911, 2.10 ERA. He's going to be facing off against the leadoff batter, center fielder Mike Donlin for the Giants. Plank's pitch, 210 hard ground ball hit to Stuffy McInnis. He gets it, trots it over to the bag for out number one. Third bagger, Art Devlin, facing Eddie Plank. Here's the pitch, 3-9, and that's a single for Devlin. So the Giants are on first with one out, top of the first. Double A Steeler. Thomas is a 2. So take 3. That's 1-14. Devlin is stealing and getting. So he gets to second base. Sam Mertz, left fielder, facing Plank, one away. 2-5 fly ball to left field. Back goes Briss Lord. He gets underneath it. He makes the catch easily, no problem. Devlin holds at second. So that is going to bring up cleanup batter Dan McGann. Probably not such emphasis on a cleanup batter back in the dead ball era, but that's what we call him, so it's easy to know. Fourth batter in the lineup. First baseman McGann, 2-9 off Plank. Hard ground ball hit to Jack Berry. He gets it over to McInnis for out number 3. And that sets down the Giants in the top of the first. And make sure everything is where you can see it. Everything is where you can see it. Awesome. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first inning, Eddie Collins, the schoolboy, 8 years younger than his Chicago White Sox alter ego. Leading off against Joe McGinnity, starting pitcher for the Giants, 1-8, and Collins leads off with a single. Collins is on first. Frank Home Run Baker, the candlestick maker. Thank you, Al. Candlestick Maker Baker. Collins is going to steal second. He was being held by Bresnahan. Takes 4 off his 17, 1-13, 11. He makes it. And now the fleet of foot are having some success. All right, Candlestick, here we go. Collins on second, 3-8. Fly ball to right field. Back goes George Brown. He gets underneath it, camps out, waits for it to come down, makes the catch. That is one away. Third in the order, Stuffy McInnis comes up to the plate. Collins on second. Here is McGinnity's pitch. 3-3. Fly ball to left. Sam Mertz gets underneath this one, makes an easy play. 2 outs. Leadoff runner gets on. Leadoff runner is stuck on second, and Rube Oldring, Ruby. Here is the pitch from McGinnity. 1-7, pops up behind short. Bill Dolan gets back. He gets underneath it and makes the play easily. So both teams with a single with a stolen base with 3 outs. We go to the top of the second. Scoreless ball game. That'll bring up the Giants. Time to get something going here, guys. Leading off, number 5 batter, right fielder George Brown. Eddie Plank gets the signal from Ira Thomas. The kick, the pitch. 6-8 fly ball to center. Rube Oldring gets underneath this, makes an easy play of it. Out number 1. Sorry, I got some coffee grumbly stuff in the throat there. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, player of the game the last game, facing Eddie Plank. 5-9, and he swings at the knee cheese. The 0-2. Strike 3, 2 down. Sammy Strang, second baseman, facing Plank. That is 6-9. Fly ball to right field. Danny Murphy is back. He's underneath it. He makes that catch. And the Giants are set down in order. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. And the Philadelphia Athletics come up to bat. Danny Murphy made that last play. He's going to be the leadoff batter against Joe McGinnity. Here is the pitch. 4-7 hard grounder to second. Strang is a 320. Roll it again because the table says so. 11, and Strang scoops it up. He gets it over to McGann, and that is out number 1. Danny Murphy grounds out. Briss Lord, left fielder. Keep wanting to say Bree. It's Briss. 5-9. And that would be a triple. Briss Lord stands 90 feet away, 1 out, bottom of the second. Jack Berry, shortstop, comes to the plate. Athletics with a chance to take a lead here. 6-11. Ground ball hit hard to first base. That is McGann. Sorry. Infield was not in. McGann, he gets it to... Lord had way too much of a lead. He gets it to Collins covering. 3-4, but that is an RBI. Briss Lord scores. Athletics take a 1-0 lead, bottom of the second. Barry gets the RBI. Ira Thomas, catcher, 8th in the order, facing McGinnity. 3-7 hard chopper hit to Bill Donlin at short. He scoops it up, gets it over to McGann, and that is out number 3. The Athletics plate a run, and after 2, your score: Philadelphia 1, New York Giants nothing. Alrighty. Top of the third. That's going to bring the Giants up to the plate. Time for them to play a little bit of catch-up here, I think. Bill Donlin, shortstop, 8th in the order, leading off against Eddie Plank. Plank, a great pitcher, 22-8, 1911, 2.10 ERA. 4-9, and Donlin draws a walk. He gets the free pass. That is going to bring up Joe McGinnity, starting pitcher for the Giants, facing Plank. Bunting. I didn't say it, but that was in my mind. McGinnity lays it down the third baseline, fielded by Baker. Not enough time to get Donlin racing to second, but McGinnity is out at first. That was not a cheat, guys. That was exactly what I was thinking. Brain was a little bit ahead of the mouth on that one. And the dice hand. So that is 1 out. Donlin on second. Mike Donlin, center fielder, comes up, facing Plank. 6-8 fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring. Back, he's underneath it. He camps out. He waits for it to come down. He makes the play. Donlin holds it second. Brings up third baseman Art Devlin. Eddie Plank, 2 down. Top of the third. 2-6 hard chopper hit to Jack Berry. He drops it, picks it up, gets it over to McInnes. Just gets Devlin coming into first. Out number 3. So the Giants don't score anything. We go to the bottom of the third. Philadelphia Athletics looking to increase on their lead. Eddie Plank comes to the plate to face Joe McGinnity. Here's the windup and the pitch. 5-9. And that is a single for Eddie Plank. Eddie Plank is on base. Pitchers are doing some hitting past few games. That's a good thing. Eddie Collins comes up. 365 batter in 1911. He's not going to lay this one down. He's swinging away. McGinnity's pitch. 2-5 fly ball to center field. Back goes Donlin. Mike Donlin gets underneath it. He makes the catch, no problem. Out number 1. Brings us to Frank Home Run Candlestick Maker Baker. Thank you, Al. Plank is on first. Sorry, 1 out. Bottom of the third. McGinnity's pitch. 5-7. Hard ground ball hit to Bill Dolan. 2-10. And he throws this one away. Plank rounds second. He gets to third. Baker makes it to second. Ah, dear. E6. Dolan with the possibly costly error there. Minute, second and third. 2 men in scoring position. 1 out. Stuffy McInnes. The pitch. 1-3. Pops it up behind third. Art Devlin is back there. He snags the catch. So that's going to bring us to Rube Oldring. 2 down. Bottom of the third. I'm sorry, folks. Here's the windup and the pitch. 5-5. Pop out towards shortstop. Bill Dolan is underneath it. He drifts over. He calls off Sammy Strang. He makes the catch. And the Giants get themselves out of that one. No runs scored. After 3, the Athletics lead 1-0. Keep doing that. Okay. Go a little further over. Here we go. Top of the 4th. Leadoff batter for the Giants, Sam Mertz, left fielder. Eddie Plank on the mound, 3-12. Pops it up behind home plate. Ira Thomas throws off his mask. He's back. Got his glove up. He makes the catch. 1 away. Dan McGann, first baseman. Dan McGann. Plank with the pitch. 5-6, and McGann goes down. Let one go by on the corner, and the ump called it. And McGann knew it. He's not protesting it at all. He knew it. That is 2 down, top of the 4th. George Brown, right fielder. Plank's pitch. 1-5. Hard chopper to Eddie Collins at second. Scoops it up over to Stuffy McInnes. That is out number 3. Plank retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th. That'll have Danny Murphy, right fielder, leading off for the A's, facing Joe McGinnity. Murphy takes McGinnity's pitch. Fly ball to center field. Mike Donlin is back. He camps underneath this one close to the warning track and makes the catch. Out number 1. Left fielder Briss Lord, second up in the inning, facing Joe McGinnity. Here is the pitch. 1-4, and Lord is on with a single up the middle. His second hit of the game, tripled his first time up and scored a run. Well, now he is on first, and Jack Berry, shortstop, 7th in the order, comes up to face McGinnity. 1 down, bottom of the 4th. A's up by 1. 1-4 pops it up behind second, and Sammy Strang is underneath it. He calls off Bill Dolan. He makes that catch. 2 away now, bottom of the 4th. Catcher Ira Thomas comes up to bat for the Athletics. Briss Lord on first. Here's the windup and the pitch from McGinnity. 1-8, and it's a single. Ira Thomas, Briss Lord, 114, rounding second, into third, underneath the throw. Men at the corners, 2 down, bottom of the 4th. Athletics with a chance to put some more runs on the board. And up comes pitcher Eddie Plank. And the Athletics are hoping. Here is the pitch from McGinnity. 3-10, chopper to Bill Dolan. He scoops it up at his shortstop position over to Dan McGann for out number 3. Nothing going for the Athletics. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Your score is tied at 1. Dink. Dink. That's my doing stuff noise. Dink. Dink. Top of the 5th. Leading off for the Giants, Roger Bresnahan, catcher. He struck out his first time up. Eddie Plank. He's got 2 strikeouts so far on the day. Here is the windup. And the pitch. 5-11, and Bresnahan swings. Strike 3. His second strikeout of the game. Sammy Strang, second baseman, facing Plank. Here is the pitch from Plank. 6-4, ground ball to third. X result. That is home run Baker. Where's everybody at? Hares. Baker, a 2-14. Hard shot to Baker. He scoops it up. He gets it over to Stuffy McInnes. Out number 2. Takes us to Bill Dolan, shortstop, number 8 in the order, facing Eddie Plank. Top of the 5th. 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Plank. 4-2, hard chopper at McInnes at first. He trots over to the bag. Easy force out, unassisted. And the Giants go down. Eddie Plank retires the side. Second straight inning. Retired 9 batters in a row. 12 of 13. 15 of 17 batters. Yeah, all the Giants have done is a walk and a single, kind of spread out there. Plank is having a really good ball game. And having already gone through the lineup 2 times, we're coming back to the bottom of the 5th. The Athletics are up, back to the top of their order. Eddie Collins, second baseman, going to lead off against Joe McGinnity here. Bottom of the 5th. Here's the windup and the pitch from McGinnity. 4-3. Catcher's card takes a second. That will be Bresnahan's a 1-9, and it's popped up in front of home base. Bresnahan is on it. He gets his glove up. He makes the catch. 1 away, bottom of the 5th. Frank home run candlestick maker Baker facing McGinnity. Here's the pitch. 4-8, and that will be a single for Baker. First base hit of the game for home run Baker. Standing on first. 1 out. He's being held by Bresnahan. Stuffy McInnes. The windup and the pitch for McGinnity. 3-7, and that is a 2-star single. Baker makes it around to third. McInnes on with a base hit, his first of the game. Men at the corners, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Athletics with the chance to make something happen, and it's Ruby. The pitch from McGinnity, 2-6, hard ground ball hit to Bill Dolan. Dolan scoops it over to Strang at second, doubling up on McInnes over to first to McGann, and that is the end of the inning. 6-4-3, and Rube Oldring is not doing so hot in this game. Popped out to short twice. Grounded out to short double play. But that's all right. After 5, the A's are up 1-0. They do have a lead, and we go to the top of the 6th. New York Giants are coming to the plate. Pitcher Joe McGinnity is up, leading off against Plank. 4-9, and McGinnity is patient, draws a walk, gets the free pass. So McGinnity is on first. Center fielder Mike Donlin at the plate. McGinnity. Eddie Plank not even looking over at McGinnity, not giving him the time of day. A little quick glance just to make sure he's not stealing second. He's not. The pitch to Donlin. 3-7. That is a single. McGinnity to second, where he will hold. No outs, top of the 6th. Giants men at first and second. Art Devlin comes up. Devlin's going to lay down the bunt. And Devlin drops it in front of the mound. Eddie Plank has a little trouble with it. Gets it up. He can't even get the throw on time over to McInnes. Devlin beats out the bunt. Donlin to second. McGinnity to third. Bases loaded. No outs. Sam Mertz comes to the plate for the Giants. Eddie Plank in a little bit of trouble here. Giants are probably going to score something. Infield in. 6-8. Fly ball to center field. Back goes Rube Oldring. He makes the catch. He's deep, and off goes McGinnity. McGinnity, not a throw to the plate, but he does make it home to score a run. Joe McGinnity scores. Sac fly by Sam Mertz. 1 away. First baseman Dan McGann comes up, men on first and second. Devlin and Donlin respectively. Eddie Plank, here is the pitch, top of the 6th. 5-12, and he walks the bases loaded with McGann. Is Eddie Plank suicidal? Maybe. George Brown, right fielder, facing Plank. They'll wind up in the pitch. 1-5 hard ground ball hit to Eddie Collins. He flips it over to Jack Berry, who makes the turn, gets it to McInnes, and that is the end of the inning. Beautiful defensive play to get Eddie Plank out of a jam, but the Giants do score a run. Score is tied at 1. And go to the bottom of the 6th. The Athletics come up. 5th in the order, Danny Murphy facing Joe McGinnity on the mound for the Giants. And here we go. McGinnity gets the signal in from Bresnahan, likes what he sees. Here's the windup, the kick, the pitch. 4-8, and that would be a leadoff single for Danny Murphy. So far, everybody has gotten a hit in this game except for the Athletics, except for Jack Berry and Rube Oldring. Everybody has gotten a base hit off of Joe McGinnity, and it's still just a 1-1 ball game. Bottom of the 6th, Briss Lord, left fielder, Murphy on first. McGinnity with the pitch, 6-11 hard ground ball hit to McGann at first. No chance to get Murphy going to second. He trots over for the unassisted putout at first. So Murphy makes it to second base. 1 out, man on second. Jack Berry comes up. And Berry is going to drop down the bunt. Down the first base line, McGann, no chance to get Murphy going to third. He gets Berry at first with the throw to Strang covering. So 2 outs. Danny Murphy, 90 feet away. go-ahead run on third. Ira Thomas, catcher, 8th in the order, comes up facing McGinnity. Here's the windup and the pitch. 3-7 hard chopper hit to Bill Dolan. Scoops it up over to Dan McGann for out number 3. Ah, the Strat Bug. Come here. Where are you? Haven't had the Strat Bug in a while. Yeah, little P-Wood. Alright. We'll get back to the Strat Bug later. So after 6, we have a 1-1 tie ball game. Come to the top of the 7th. Roger Bresnahan is going to be the leadoff batter, the catcher, 6th in the order, facing Eddie Plank. The pitch from Plank, 3-9. Bresnahan leads off with a walk. So Bresnahan is on first. Sammy Strang comes to the plate, second baseman. Strang's going to drop a bunt. And this one is down the third base line. Bresnahan with enough of a jump, he's going to make it to second. Baker gets it over to McInnes for out number 1. Roger Bresnahan on second base. Bill Dolan, shortstop, comes up. He'll be swinging away. Eddie Plank with the pitch. 3-4 pops it up behind second base. Eddie Collins ranges over. He calls off Jack Barry. Rube Oldring coming in for support. He makes the play on the pop-up. Roger Bresnahan still at second base. That is 2 away. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Joe McGinnity. Drew a walk and scored the run in the last inning. Bresnahan on second. Eddie Plank. Here's the windup and the pitch. 3-6 hard chopper hit to Jack Barry. Scoops it up, gets it over to Stuffy McInnes for out number 3. No runs scored in the top of the 7th inning. 1-1 ball game. As the Athletics come up in the bottom of the 7th inning at the old ball game. Joe McGinnity on the mound, still doing very well for the Giants, leading a good defense. Up is Eddie Plank. Both pitchers appear to be staying in the game. They're not coming out yet. They got plenty left in their arms. Here comes the pitch from McGinnity. 1-9, and Plank is caught swinging. That is 1 away. Eddie Collins, the schoolboy, up at the plate. Joe McGinnity, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. 1-1 game, 5-9, and that is a single for Eddie Collins. His second base hit of the game. Frank Baker walks out to the plate. Frank, home run, candlestick maker, Baker. Yeah, Al, you're going to regret that one. You really are. So is everybody else the rest of the game whenever the A's play, in the season whenever the A's play. Collins is going to be held by Bresnahan. Takes him to a 1-13. And Collins is going to try to steal second and make it. Another stolen base for Eddie Collins. He's on second base. Home run, Baker, 1 away. Man on second. McGinnity's pitch. 4-3. Catcher card. Bresnahan is a 1. This one gets by him. Bresnahan with the passed ball. Collins makes it to third. Nice, shaking it off. He doesn't believe it. All right, here's the next pitch, and it is popped up behind, in front of first base. Bresnahan comes out. He redeems himself. He makes that play. So 2 outs, but Eddie Collins, the go-ahead run, is at third base. That is going to bring up Stuffy McInnes to first baseman. 2 outs. Joe McGinnity, bottom of the 7th. The pitch, 5-9, and that's a base-clearing triple. Stuffy McInnes RBI triple. Eddie Collins scores. The Athletics go up 2-1. 2 outs. McInnes is standing on third base. Rube Oldring comes to the plate. The pitch from McGinnity. 1-7. Pops up behind short. Bill Dolan tracks underneath it. Makes the easy play. But the Athletics score one more. Your score going into the top of the 8th inning, Philadelphia of 1911, 2 runs. New York Giants of 1905, only 1. You're going to go there. Sorry, center fielder Mike Donlin, leadoff batter, leading off top of the 8th against Eddie Plank. Plank has got a really good game going. 2-9, but then he issues a walk. So Mike Donlin is on first. They're going to hold Donlin. Thomas is a 2. That is going to bring him down to a 1-12 safe chance. Donlin is going. Donlin is thrown out. One away, Art Devlin, third baseman, facing Eddie Plank. 6-9, fly ball to right field. Danny Murphy goes back over towards the foul line. He brings this one in, hauls in the catch, out number 2. I've got a drink over here. What am I doing? That might help. Maybe. Sam Mertz, left fielder, facing Eddie Plank, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Giants down by 1, 5-9, and that is a strikeout. Out number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Philadelphia Athletics leading by 1. Danny Murphy, right fielder, leading off against Joe McGinnity, 5th in the order. 4-8, and that is a leadoff single. His second hit of the ball game. Brings us to left fielder Briss Lord, facing Joe McGinnity. Here is the windup. And Murphy is going to try to steal second. He makes it. Off to the races. He steals second. Small ball at its greatest. Briss Lord still at bat. None out. Man on second. Bottom of the 8th. 4-3. Catcher's card. Bresnahan. Popped up behind the plate. Bresnahan tracks back. He makes the catch. Out number 1. So Murphy standing on second base after the single and the theft. Jack Berry. Shortstop comes up to the plate. Joe McGinnity with the pitch. 6-5. Catches him swinging. Strike 3. McGinnity does not want to let Philadelphia get any more runs because the Giants have got some left in them. Ira Thomas, catcher. 8th in the order, facing McGinnity, 2 outs. Danny Murphy on second. Here is the pitch. 6-8. And that is a hard line ball towards right field. No, snagged by Sammy Strang. Great defensive job by the second baseman. That is going to take us to the top of the 9th inning. Still a 2-1 ball game. Athletics with the lead. And up in the 9th is going to be McGann, Brown, Bresnahan. Dan McGann, first baseman, leading off against Eddie Plank. Plank is still in the game, going strong for the Athletics. 6-7. This is do or die for the Giants. Ground ball too short. Jack Berry scoops it up. He gets it over to Stuffy McInnis for out number 1. 2 outs left in the game, potentially. Right fielder George Brown comes to the plate, facing Eddie Plank. Eddie Plank gets the signal in from Ira Thomas, likes what he sees. Here's the windup, the kick, the pitch. 4-4 fly ball deep to the center field. Rube Oldring tracks back towards the wall. He makes the catch, out number 2. Top of the 9th inning, Giants are down by 1 run, and it's down to Roger Bresnahan. Down to the catcher, player of the game from last night. Well, not actually last night, but as far as the way things are. With 2 walks, a single. He had a great game, he really did. Didn't it go ahead to him? I don't know. But the guys voted on it on the live stream, and Roger Bresnahan had it. So he is up now. The game is in his hands. Make sure that's there. Game is in his hands. Bottom of the 9th, top of the 9th inning, 2 outs. Eddie Plank, 1 out away from a complete game victory. Bresnahan set, digs in. Eddie Plank, the windup and the pitch. 5-7, and Bresnahan laces a single right over Jack Berry's head. Yogi Berra is not in this league, but it ain't over till it's over. Sammy Strang, second baseman. Man on first, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Giants down by a run. Eddie Plank looks over to Bresnahan, trying to keep him in check. Bresnahan is not going anywhere. He's stealing second, and he's getting it. Roger Bresnahan, out of nowhere, gets a jump. Steals second base. The catcher. Of course, the catchers back then were stealing B. They could do that. Roger Bresnahan in scoring position. Sammy Strang with a good, decent hit could tie this ball game up. Eddie Plank doesn't look shaken, but he's looking behind him at Bresnahan. Sammy Strang digs in. Eddie Plank gets the signal from Thomas. The windup, the pitch. 2-6, and he walks Strang. Sammy Strang is on first, files in line right behind Roger Bresnahan. Bill Dolan, number 8 in the order, the shortstop, walks up to the plate. Here we go. Eddie Plank gets the signal in from Thomas. He nods. Takes the ball. It settles in his chest. He looks back to Bresnahan, back to the plate to face Dolan. The wind up, the kick, the pitch. 1-7 and walks Dolan. Walks Dolan. Walks the bases loaded. By the luck of the dice, but that brought them to McGinnity. Got the strat bug. Got them to McGinnity in the order. And I do think that the Giants are going to pinch hit for their starting pitcher. As good as he's doing, they have a chance to win a ball game here. And the Giants are going to go with Frank Bowerman. It's all for naught if he doesn't get a hit. All for naught if he does not get a hit. Frank Bowerman, catcher, first base, second base, backup player, comes off the bench, in for Joe McGinnity. The game is in his hands. Eddie Plank gets the sign in from Thomas, likes it. He looks over to Bresnahan, trying to keep him close to third. Here's the windup and the pitch. 4-2, hard ground ball hits a Stuffy McInnis. McInnis walks over, taps on the bag, and forces Bowerman for out number 3. End of the game. Oh, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Your final score, the Philadelphia Athletics 2, the New York Giants 1. Let me write in Bowerman. Pinch hit. That was a very good game. Had fun with that one. That was a good game, right down to the wire. Didn't go extra innings. Bonus for the stat guy. Oh, let's see. We've got error for New York, none for Philadelphia. Let's count them out. Donlin, 1 for 3 with a walk. Caught stealing, 0 for 1. Art Devlin, 2 for 4 with a stolen base. Yink, yink. Sam Mertz, 0 for 3 with a sac fly and a K. Dan McGann, 0 for 3 with a K and a walk. George Brown, 0 for 4. Bresnahan, 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Oh. And a stolen stinking base. Way to go, Bresnahan. Awesome. Sammy Strang, 0 for 2 with a walk and a sacrifice hit. Bill Dolan, 0 for 2. 2 walks. Joe McGinnity, 0 for 1, but he had a run scored, a walk, and a sacrifice hit. And Bowerman, Phil Bowerman. Phil, Frank, whoever it was. He is 0 for 1. So the Giants had 4 hits for the game. Well done, Eddie Plank, who went 9. McGinnity went 8. Loss, complete game. Win, complete game. Wow, well done, Eddie Plank. 4-hitter. Let us look at the Athletics. Eddie Collins, 2 for 4. Run scored, 2 stolen bases. Ink, yink. Home run Baker, 1 for 4. Stuffy McInnes, 2 for 4. Triple and an RBI. Rube Oldring, 0 for 4. Popped up to short 3 times. Grounded to short. Grounded into a double play on his other at-bat. Ruby. Come on, baby. You're better than that. Danny Murphy, 2 for 4. Stolen base. Briss Lord, 2 for 4 with a triple and a run scored. Jack Berry, 0 for 3. But with that RBI in the second inning to get things going, he had a strikeout and a sacrifice hit. Ira Thomas, 1 for 4. RBI, run. Yeah, make sure I got that right. 1 for 4 for Ira Thomas. Eddie Plank, 1 for 3 with a K. So they had 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11 hits on the game. 2 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Giants, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. Now, Bresnahan did have a passed ball. Dolan had an error. So the pitchers for the Giants, Joe McGinnity, 8 innings. Gave up 11 hits, 2 runs, struck out 2, walked none, no homers, wild, hit by or balk. Eddie Plank went the distance, 9 innings for the Athletics, got the complete game win, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, struck out 1, 2, 3, 4. Walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No homers, wilds, hit bys, or balks. Player of the game. And tripling and RBI, nothing. And it's going to Eddie Plank. Eddie Plank, player of the game. Starting pitcher. Complete game win, 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 run given up, 4 strikeouts, 7 walks. To hold the Giants, your final score, Philadelphia Athletics 2, 1911 Philadelphia Athletics 2, 1905 New York Giants 1. And that's it. We're going to call this ball game, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chris, strat-o-matic Delaware from Strat Central in Lower Slower, Delaware. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Take care of yourselves and keep on rolling.